all you can do then is to make his life as fulfilled and as wonderful as you can. And of course, in order to do that, this will cost money. And you, throughout his entire life, you've been raising money to give him those things that he needs. So this move for you, you were moving out of the house so that you could put a sensory room in there and a wet room, all of these things that you needed just to make his life more comfortable. So what was the situation there? Tell me what you were building.
The sensory
room was already put in place.
In
what happened is we had to move out for the council, putting in a new house system, new wet room, changing the rooms all around, changing boilers, etc. So it was literally all internal work was being redone to accommodate Milo's needs. So we had to move out because you couldn't stay in a house when you've got no bedroom, you've got no hot water, everything's taken off. So they had to put one into a temporary accommodation, which wasn't really suitable, but that was the only place they could put while the work's getting done. And as any building work, it always gets delays or extra things are added on. It gave us an opportunity, being out the home, to actually decorate the house without Milo being in there, so being able to use paints like gloss, etc., knowing that it's not going to affect him and making the most of that time.
It was nearly finished. It was you were about to look at going in the next day, and then how did you first discover what had happened?
I mean, it was Laura.
You had went down on the Wednesday night to put the bins out, and I think that was about 8:30, and then on the Thursday morning I took Felix, our other son, down to school in Milo's transport for school. I had said pick up from our house, it was easier. And then I got there and I rang you and says, you've left the windows open, you've pulled the blinds back. It was like the front room. You said you hadn't, so I was like, right, didn't think nothing of it. Went round and the council had a key safe on the side, still didn't sort of register with me, and I was trying the number and I was going, it's not working. And then I noticed the back gate was open, so when I went through and up the ramp, I had seized the windows smashed.
And they'd got in through the window.
What had they done inside?
Just, it's literally like...
Laura didn't go in at first.
I didn't go in.
We waited for the police to come. And I mean, I got there as soon as possible. I was there within 5-10 minutes. And
we had trashed.
Yeah, literally, you couldn't get in the house with Milo. Every single bag that we had, like, put together to get taken to the skip,
these
everything.
Are pictures that the kids had done, handprints that you'd got from him that were sort of taken from upstairs and ripped up downstairs. I mean, it was the cruelest thing because it was personal things that was pointless to... Look at the mess there. Pointless for anything to be taken because they're personal items not worth anything at all. But then you're confronted with that and photographs.
They took memory sticks, didn't they? So they took your laptop and also memory sticks. So that all your photos of him, all those memories.
We hadn't backed them up long ago as well. It was only a couple of months. We had said we'll back them up on the memory stick.
And you hadn't sorted the insurance out either, had you?
No, we had appointment for the bank, but Milo's just recently recovered from chickenpox.
So we had to cancel.
So we had to cancel that appointment.
And what did they take of his?
They've took random stuff, like he's got a big switch for his sensory room, which will get him to sort of press, changes all the colours.
And this is the room that he absolutely loved.
They've took the plug, like the adapter, so we can't use this switch because it needs to be charged by this plug. It's just really...
They did strange things, like they took... they didn't take the big TV, but they took the soundbar, which is Milo's soundbar. That's what he uses, and he really responds to that. It's one of the few things that he reacts to.
I mean, it looks like almost... the police a little bit at a loss here, but it looks like almost like a personal attack on Milo, doesn't it?
Yeah, because, I mean, they've rifled through all of our fundraising stuff, all of his documents. They've sat and read all his newspaper articles, like laminated things, all his T-shirts and stuff that we've got for events. They've ransacked through everything. And as I've been tidying more and more through it, it has seemed to be more of an attack on Milo's things. I don't know if they've seen Milo in the paper and thought, oh, well, they may have some money or what, but I mean, it is more and more of an attack on him.
Well, I know that you've set up a GoFundMe page to try and put that one room, that lovely sensory room that you've got all sorted out for him, back together again. What's the GoFundMe page called?
It wasn't actually set up by us, it was set up by one of the parents, because with fundraising for Milo, we stopped doing that and actually wanted to help other children, because obviously we know Milo is not always going to be here, and we wanted to create a legacy for him to help other children. So every Christmas we collect presents and give them out to the hospital.
Yeah.
Last year we had over 400 presents. We took them on Christmas Eve. And one of the parents, obviously, we have helped, has obviously set the page up.
What's it called?
It's on Milo's page on Facebook.
Well, if
On
you
his Facebook,
give me the
yeah.
details, I'll tweet it
Both
from
do
my
that
account. Yeah,
for
we'll do
you.
that for you.
Let's bring him
Let's
in.
bring him in and meet him. And here he is.
Milo.
And he is so smiley. Hi,
He's
Milo.
so
I
smiley.
think that's what upsets me more, is that someone can actually do that to someone like that.
Hello.
Hi,
Welcome to
Milo.
This morning.
How could anybody be so cruel?
I know.
It
That's
is
just awful, isn't it?
absolutely beggars belief that anybody could be so cruel.